Hello everybody, it's your boy Teddyhoggle, representing 4Gamers versus the world. So today I'm going to give you a review of Batman Bad Blood. So if you watched the other previous Batmans, a little catch up where you saw Batman going into the field and doing what he's done, and then they did Batman and Robin, when you finally saw, no, the first one you see Batman get his son, Damian Wayne, and you see the big boy Nightwing and stuff like that. You see Master Dick, all that stuff, Dick Grayson. Then the second one you see is Batman and Robin, where Robin is a bit of a little wild child. He's coming into his own. And then now we've got Batman Bad Blood. So this one actually comes off of Batman and Robin and the one before that, and it goes straight into it, and you see Robin laying on a bed alone. So he's taken his time, and he's taken his own advice to realize that he's not a kid anymore, even though he is a kid, but he's had to go out there in the world. If you know, he's been raised by Ra's al Ghul, and he's not a kid. If you've been raised by the League of Shadows, you're not a kid. If you've been raised from a baby to be a ninja, to take over the world, to be in the League of Shadows, you are not a kid. You've been through way more than any kid has been through, just to say, in London. Let's base like that. If the League of Shadows was real and a child was in it and they came to me and they'd be like, I would speak to them straight. They've already been through more. They've already been through more life experiences than anybody has. But I like it because his life experience is way up with his dad's. Even though his dad's parents got murdered, Rage realizes that who his dad is and who his mum is and who his granddad is. Where Batman is, his family dies and he goes through it after. Where Damian has been in it from the beginning. So it's like, I think Damian's got the rougher upbringing, where Bruce didn't have to be Batman. That's the one thing you need to understand. Bruce didn't need to be Batman at all. Bruce is Batman because he's chosen to be Batman, and he thinks Gotham is a place where my parents tried to look after it, and now I need to do the same thing. Bruce could have wore a normal suit, but Bruce decides to be Batman. So that's why his conflict with Batman is a bit weird. But hey, I'm going into one. So this film takes place right after Batman versus Robin. I think a couple of months after. Robin's on his own, Batman's on his own, and Batman is now investigating. Second member that's taken up the mantle near him is Batgirl. Now, I couldn't believe that Batgirl was in this. From watching the trailer, I know I saw her, but I saw the trailer like a couple of months ago, and I can't believe that now she's actually in this. And I'm thinking to myself, how many people are you actually going to bring in this show? Like, you've got Nightwing, you've got Robin, you've got Batman, now you've got Batwoman. And it's like, wow, like, this is actually good. I'm loving the story of this. This is actually going through, like, when it comes to the cartoon and then it goes to like their normal movies. This is where I think the cartoons are winning, because the cartoons can basically give you any storyline they want from the comic books, where the movies, the cinematic movies, have to be broken down and they have to take the best bits out of everything. The comic book movies and these animations can just give us a 2-hour film and break down the whole story and tell us what they want to tell us. And this is why I believe that DC have an advantage over their competitor. DC, for me, are winning, and they're making one film, and that is Batman. I love it. So he sees Batwoman, and he has to make a decision. He has to make a decision: is she villain or foe? And this is what I love about Batman. This is what I don't understand. But Batman doesn't understand that everyone sees him as a villain. Even though he thinks he's saving Gotham, Batman, you're a villain as well. It doesn't matter. You may call yourself a vigilante, but you're really not. You take consideration for nothing. You don't care if you believe that no one should be killed, but then you're the biggest villain and vigilante out there. You do what you want when you want, and you don't care who you hurt. You would just you believe you're making the right decision, but you'll still go out there and do it. So aren't you better than anyone else that puts on a cape and puts on a mask? You are, but you don't think you are, because you believe that you make the harder decisions. and no one can get into your little, no one can be in your little clique. So we keep going on through the movie, and then there's a big shock that I'm gonna spoil it for everybody. But believe it or not, people, I'm gonna bring this up to you. So I have watched Batman for a long time, and I didn't know this character exists. I didn't know, but they've got listen again. So you got Bruce as Batman, you got Damian as Robin, you got Nightwing, yeah. Then you got Batwoman, yeah. Then you have Batwing. I'm thinking, can you imagine people in Gotham? How is Gotham still a bad place when you have all these 5 people? What is going on? And 2 of them were in the last show. Batwoman and Batwing are now in this movie, to the point where you're thinking to yourself, wow, it's too overwhelming. There's too many people. I can't believe it. It's like, don't get me wrong, I loved it, but it's so overwhelming that if a bat signal goes up in the air and there's crime in Gotham and you've got 5 heroes, should Gotham still be a bad place? No, I don't think it should be. The villains in Gotham have to be really brazen to try and fight against all these bat people. It's absolutely nuts. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So I call her Layla. Well, the Al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul's daughter is, and I can't remember her name. I call her Layla Al Ghul. I don't know why I call it Layla Al Ghul, but she's in it. And then you've got like Damien Oldar. Then you've got like all these other villains, and they've shoved it all into this one film, and it makes it really good. I wouldn't say it has a downer on this movie to the point where it was boring. It got a little bit overwhelming, like I said before, but it was all in the right places. Like in this one, like they make Bruce disappear, so like Robin and Nightwing can take up their mantles, and then Nightwing actually puts on the suit. If you know Dick Grayson has tried his best to try and get away from Batman, and even though he's tried to get away from him, if Bruce disappears, who can take up Batman? Damian can't, because Damian's too young. Nightwing has to pull it off. There's no one else that can pull off being Batman, because he's not as good as Batman. He's probably not even as good as Damian, but he's the only one that can pull it off as well. So then they get Bruce. They get Bruce, and Batman's back and all this stuff. But then you see it in a way where they all 5 guys come together and they just start wrecking shit. It is one flying, and then you got the 4 of them all fighting different bosses. It was mad. I couldn't believe it. I was like, one here, one there, Batwings flying. You got Batman, and then you got Damien. Damien loves fighting the bigger foes. If Damien can fight a 10-foot monster, Damien will do it, and Damien will take it down. That's what Damien does. Whereas Batman and Nightwing, they can probably take on like 5 people at once, where Damien would struggle. Damien would rather fight the one guy than fight like 5 people. Don't get me wrong, he'd probably take him on, but he'd probably have trouble. Where Batman could take on 5 guys, he would use all his gadgets. Damien is more like his hands and kicks. He will try to beat you up. He will try to make it out like he's better than you. So this review for me, I'm not going to try and spoil the movie too long. I didn't want to try and say anything. This is my impressions of the movie, how it was, and from start to finish, the movie is great. A bit overwhelming with all the characters, and I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. Reason being is, I've told you all the characters in the film, so let's go through this again. You got Bruce, you got Damian as Robin, you got Dick Grayson as Nightwing, you've got Batwoman, Batwing. Then right at the end of the film, no joke, I couldn't believe it, Batgirl comes into it. 6 Batman. 6. Can you imagine the next film that comes out when Batgirl is in it? What is her story now? Why this little girl believes now she can pick up the mantle and go and wear a bat signal and go and run around with this. People, I can't wait until the next one comes out. I really want to see what 6 Batmen are going to do. I really want it to become the point where Batman now has to make a decision of what the hell is going on. How am I going to juggle all these bloody kids? Because I had one before, and then now I've got 6 people to deal with. Am I going to give them all the code to the Batcave? How am I really going to do this? So people, I have been your boy Teddyhoggle, representing 4Gamers versus the World. Look up the Sofa Soldier, Unlucky Retro, Jambosta. People, I'm Teddyhoggle. Like, subscribe,